While I had created the Malfini Theatre Company during my theatre days. And while I was exploring moving into film, I also realized that there was great opportunity now with the advance of the software and technology that you could actually go into animation. And so I decided that this had to be part of the Malfini brand.
My primary focus was to produce documentaries of a social transformation nature, and I decided to produce The Voice of the Homeless as the first piece. After that point, everybody kept asking, what about the program with the homeless? And the program with the homeless, and they thought Untold Stories was all about the homeless. So I had to go as far away from that subject as possible. My next documentary was The Rise and Fall of Green Gold. And nearly 90-something documentaries later, the rest, as they say, is history.
I think one of our greatest accomplishments is the development of the 2D animation, the accelerated 2D animation training project that we developed in-house. That is now being offered throughout the OECS. It's been offered in St. Lucia. We'll be up and running with that with SALCC, Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, in September.
21 days, boy, the preparation for 21 days was out of this world. I think it was a story that St. Lucians were captivated. People from Rosalie came out, and I think they took in that film because it meant so much to that community. When it happened, it affected the community. I think too, it represented our hunger for locally produced material, and I was grateful. I was humbled by the response.
Now, where you can bring film and animation together, the sky is the limit. There is always a great need for talent. There's always a great need for filmmakers. There are always stories that need to be told. The Caribbean has huge stories to tell, but we aren't telling it to the world. And the greatest medium for telling our story, our history, our experience, who we are, how we live, what we're all about, is through film, and animation is one of the very exciting ways and mediums of doing that as well.
The #1 challenge for any filmmaker in St. Lucia is funding. #1, bar none. You can produce the most glorious work and you can't sell it, it's a waste of time. You can produce the most glorious work and you have to pay the television stations to air it. It's a waste of time. The agencies that are designed to fertilize the creative sector only support the people who support them. The things that they put the money into is not film. And when they do support the film industry, it's a piecemeal approach, almost as if they have no respect for the work that people put into every single production. And almost to the point where they want to dictate what you will produce if you want to get the penny halfpenny from them. That's a big challenge.
If the powers that be understand that this can be a pillar of the economy as well, and if they can understand how much of the value of developing this talent can be to their own economies, I think they would not blink at investing in it. They need to invest in this. The train is running, it's already moving. We've got just a little bit of time before it runs and leaves us, and I think we need to hop onto that train right now.
For us to grow, for the next generation of filmmakers to develop, for us to be able to compete at international festivals, it takes you, your neighbor, your teacher, your school, to support filmmakers in St. Lucia, because we tell your stories, your neighbor's stories, and we tell these stories to the world.